Permafrost, a world stuck in a perpetual winter which sees you hunting and gathering resources for building and utilising deep survival mechanics in an unforgiving landscape to forge alliances and dominate the remnants of humanity in the chilling open world. Now, Permafrost is awesome. We've covered the demo before. The demo was loads and loads of fun, and it is planned to release in 2025 at some point. It's developed by Space Rocket Games and published by Toplitz Productions. Toplitz have got a lot of awesome indie survival games under their belt. They publish a lot of cool stuff, and what Space Rocket Games have done with Permafrost is brilliant. Overall, the demo is loads and loads of fun. I'd highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. But since we covered it a few months ago, there's been tons of changes throughout the development of Permafrost, with loads and loads of awesome stuff added, including a whole new map section. Now, the bit of Permafrost that we did play was loads of fun. We got a nice little camp going. The building was fun. Utilising all the tools around you was really, really simple. It was a complex yet simple and enjoyable experience. I really loved what they'd done with the game. The inventory system was just nice, seamless. All of the items that you could go out and collect were simple yet useful in every way, and the building system overall was a hell of a lot better than I imagined it'd be. The building system is loads of fun, and all of this you can experience in the demo alongside a small portion of the storyline. When the game does launch into early access at some point this year, it will have a fully fledged storyline along with it. It's also single player, but you can play co-op if you do wish. Online co-op is available, and Steam achievements will be ready when the game launches into early access at some point this year. Now, for the recent updates that we've seen, there's been two so far in 2025. One that adds a whole new district, and another one that adds something much, much better. And that is this, a doggo, as you can see here. Now, in the demo at the moment, you don't have the dog, I don't think. From when I played last time, you didn't have the dog. And I've looked at the update history. The demo hasn't been updated since I last played. So I think a lot of this stuff is in development for the main game. I have jumped on the demo, and from what I can see, there aren't any changes from when I played in, I think it was October time. But yeah, this is looking really, really cool. And I'm quite excited for when Permafrost does launch. Now, the letter that comes with the new Doggo update says, a few minutes after you start your adventure, a trusty German Shepherd will be by your side, ready to make surviving in the world a little easier and a lot more heartwarming. Your dog is an invaluable part of the adventure, will carry extra items, and act as a trusty pack mule when your inventory fills up. Whether you're scavenging for resources, or hauling loot back to base, or just want to travel lighter, your canine companion has you covered. Calling your dog is as easy as blowing a whistle. No matter how far you stray or how treacherous the terrain gets, one sharp sound will have your faithful friend trotting back to you. It's a simple mechanic, but one we believe adds a comforting sense of connection as you navigate the icy dangers of Permafrost. But we're just getting started. In future updates, the role will grow even more dynamic, and your companion will be able to warn you of dangers lurking nearby, bring you loot from the environment, and help you locate hidden treasures, and even guide you through some treacherous areas. Our goal is to make dogs not just a tool for survival, but a true companion, and one that players will bond with as they brave the challenges of Permafrost. Which is awesome. I absolutely love that, and I really can't wait to play with the doggo. The doggo is so damn cool, and I love the look of it. Having a doggo in a survival game makes a survival game. If there's no doggo, or there's no hidden items behind a waterfall, then it's just not a real survival game, is it? Let's be honest. You know, something behind a hidden waterfall, or something hidden in a cave, or a dog. It needs one of those three things to be a real survival game. Now, as well as that, they've been hard at work adding new locations to the game. The new location is the Urban District, which, when you do play the demo, it's something you can see off in the distance, but you can't really get to. There's a lot of stuff that is open to you in the demo, but you can only go so far, which is good, I think, and hopefully, well, I don't know if that progress is going to carry over, but if it's not, then I've got a lot of grinding to do again, because I did a lot of work in the first part of the demo, and did a lot of building stuff, and got quite far in the storyline. So, hopefully, you can continue your demo progress. Potentially. We'll have to wait and see. But the team have said that they're delighted to announce the next step in development, and they've been hard at work at expanding the gameplay systems and the world, but they can now reveal the new Urban District. Now, there's no trailer or anything. What we've got is just this screenshot here, which does look quite cool, though. It looks like it's just all fallen apart. as you can see there. But clearly, judging by where your character stood, you can get into some aspects of this. And the loot system in the game is really good. There's a lot of cool loot lying around. So going through these things, you're going to need to have the Doggo with you, because you're just going to get overwhelmed with stuff. But it looks really, really cool so far. I do like the look of it. Whether we'll be able to access all of the buildings that you can see is unknown. I doubt everything will be accessible, and even if it is, I think a lot of it will just have either be completely empty and building blocks, or they'll have just random set pieces in there. We'll have to wait and see where they go with that. The team said that here we step out into the rural landscape of the city with apartment buildings, condos and tower blocks. If you're willing to take the risk and enter the district with its rivaling factions fighting for supremacy, you will be handsomely rewarded. There's no time for sightseeing, even though a transformation from a once vivid area buzzing with the hustle and bustle of life into a white landscape marked by ice and snow is a beauty to behold, not to mention some memorable characters that you will meet along the way. Now, this is clearly going to be sort of end game activity. You go here to get some of the best resources available and for a good scrap if that's your playstyle. But the buildings are going to house high quality tools, blueprints, and things that keep you and your four-legged friend alive. You can only try and search by bringing society together and overcoming the permafrost. We can't wait to tell you more about permafrost in the weeks and months to come, so stay tuned and don't forget to wishlist the game. Which, if you haven't done already, the link is in the description down below. If you are a fan of survival, definitely recommend wishlisting this. It is a great game. There's loads and loads of stuff to do in the demo by itself. But with them adding some of these new features, such as the dogs and the urban district, this game's just going to continue to get better and better. They've recently also added a solar facility, which is quite cool. Now, the solar facility was something that was built back in the back end of 2024. It wasn't really something I looked into, but now they've added a little bit more. We'll go over it in this video as well. Now, the solar facility is forever changed by the shattering, world-altering natural disaster that has plunged us into the natural ice age, where temperature and climate represents a permanent winter. So, these solar facilities are not really all that useful, but they will be visually gripping and have a lot of structures and items in there that will give you a little bit of stuff to help you progress through. So, as you can see here, the sneak peek of the solar facility, it does look quite cool, and going from a distance, it looks like it's quite far, sort of far stretching as well, as you can see. You've got a big tower down there that looks like some sort of antenna. Whether that's connected to the facility, not 100% sure, but it is a fully fledged but it's a fully fledged solar farm that's been damaged by the ice and all of the winter storms that have been battering the lands. So I do hope there's going to be some good resources here. This could be a good place to come for some electrical components and certain tools that we need to build, like generators and stuff like that. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for Permafrost? There's a lot of stuff going on with this game. I'm very excited to see where it goes in 2025. We still don't have a release window or release date yet. Hopefully, though, it's Q1 or early Q2. There's no definitive time at all. So we'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think, though? Are you excited for the game? Let me know in the comments down below. For now, though, I've been Wired. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.